vision while you were doing this poem. I had this vision like, in 50 years' time, when poetry spoken was so popular, so they have like poetry karaoke. Like you go and play your favorite song and you're like, no, this is a poetry karaoke. And I can see this poem being on the list and people coming like, this is my life, this was my life before I, I'll do it. Anyway, well, I know some of you people here know some of our special guests, but I was actually, when I said special guest, I meant that the next person, very, very special guest that I invited tonight, Charlie, is going to come up and do another first in his live performance poetry. Charlie O'Brien. You okay? I know that you're okay. You're more than okay. Go, man.
I'm going to do The Listeners by Walter de la Mare. I first found this poem when I was doing my speech lessons to help me, project my voice. I thought it would be quite good for tonight. Yes, basically it's about a traveller who said he'd go to a house, and when he gets there, that there isn't anybody there, but he can still feel inside that there is someone there. And there are quite a few ideas about the theme of the poem, but one idea that I like a lot is that the traveller is actually the poet he's saying the poem, and the listeners are the audience. So, The Listeners by Walter de la Mare. Is there anybody there? Said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door, as his horse, in the silence, champed the grasses of the forest's ferny floor, and a bird flew up out of the tower above the traveller's head, for he suddenly smote upon the door, again, a second time. Is there anybody there? He said. But no one descended to the traveller. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood, perplexed and still. But only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonbeams on that stair that leads to the empty hall, hearkening in an air stirred and shaken by the lonely traveller's call, and he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his call. And his horse moved, cropping the dark turf, neath a starred and leafy sky. For he suddenly smote upon the door, even louder, and lifted his head. Tell them I came, and no one answered, that I kept my word, he said. They heard his foot upon the stiller, and the sound of iron on stone, and how the silence surged softly backward, when the plunge and hooves were gone.